What a way to start. Oh my god. Alright. Am I live? Let's check the thing. What a way to start. Fantastic. Loving it. Alright. So this can be closed. Welcome to Motorcycle Misadventures with Uncle Brew. We start with the tech mayhem. As I had to redo all my OBS setup to do anything here. It's fantastic. So I don't know who's watching, but thank you so much for stopping by. Is it loud enough? I will just go louder here. Go louder here. Oh, come on. This better? Hopefully this is better. Okay. Bring this down a bit. Okay, so what I wanted to do today was bring this back to where it was with motorcycle riding. And while that is going, I'm gonna... Oh, look at GG! I wanted to bring the last ride to a close before I start a new one. While I also talk you through what happened today, which was... Kind of just like the last couple of weeks, like it's fine. Like I got it. I got the signals. I got the things, you know, the lessons and whatnot. Like today was a doozy, but let me start this first. So let's get this done. This is not what I wanted. Why is this so big? Why is this still an issue? Why is this still an issue? Let's bring this down to what if I do this? This was so nice in this frame, and now it's not. Okay. See, before this, I was just able to change this with the click of a button, and now I, for whatever reason, can't. Okay, so this by the way, I don't know if there's even sound. Probably not. There shouldn't be. Or wait, we're still not. There. You can stay there. There. So this is the ride up to Haithabu, to that like Viking settlement thing that I went to, and something really embarrassing happened, and it will happen in about, I think 15 minutes or something, I don't know. And please enjoy the wonderful fall foliage and partial snow close to the Danish border on my first ride on my motorcycle. Speaking of which, my motorcycle is not outside waiting for me to do anything. My motorcycle is at the mechanic. And it's really stupid why it's at the mechanic. So I rode to Hamburg 2 weeks ago, as you know, and I didn't make anything of it at the time, but I was just cruising along the highway, 5th gear, and the engine just went out, like I was just rolling. And then the engine started again after I triggered the starter, right? I was like, okay, whatever. And then I was doing like stop and go traffic here in town, same thing happened, but it started again. And then I was out and about today, and I was even on the road for like 5 minutes before it did it again. I'm just resizing this really quick on the fly, and I was like, look, this is it. Like I'm in traffic. This is dangerous, and I was on a traffic island. 4 lanes of traffic. I was on a traffic island, and I was just like, this can't go on. I tried one more time, and then I called the mechanic. Didn't work, and I had to push my motorcycle off the road, and I was just not having it because I was already out of riding a motorcycle almost 7 weeks because of my accident, because of whatever. Let's just quickly fix this here. There you go. I was out of riding motorcycles for like 7 weeks, 6 weeks before because of my accident. 4 weeks out on recovery, and then. Well, I would push anything off the bridge if the insurance would pay. Like it was just like, it was so maddening because like to me I just like this what you see over there. This just happened to me. Like this just happened to me because I picked her up. You know, like I picked her up in November, and then I wasn't able to ride for winter, and that's fine. But now I had like this accident. Somebody backed into me. And or crashed into me, if you follow Christopher Cross. Who would crash into me? Chat, please answer me. Who did it? And now I can't get this song out of my head. So I did that, and I was 4 weeks in recovery. Couldn't ride my motorcycle, like physiotherapy, blah blah blah, and on painkillers. And I really don't want to ride on medication, right? So. I'm out and about, back at work, 3 days into work, I tear a muscle fiber in my hand. And if you don't know anything about motorcycles, let me tell you, you kind of need your hands. Turns out, you need your hands. So, this should work, right? Like, this should be good. So I can't ride my motorcycle for another week. And it's like, of course, the best weather to do this. It is absolutely balmy, absolutely nice out. This looks good to me, right? This works. This works. Okay, cool. So I will not touch this. You stay. Oh, now you give me the option. Now you give me the option to free form. Anyway, so. It is the budget version of this. It's like it's just like more stupid. It's like if there would be anything interesting at all about this accident besides somebody not seeing me in their non-existing rear view mirror, it would be so much better. It would be like a story, you know, like it would be something nice. But it's not. It's not at all. So it was literally just like he didn't see me. I honked. I yelled. Everything, and he just ran on top of my front wheel. Anyway, so all that happens, and I'm like standing on the side of the traffic. I'm like looking up furiously, like how to push start your motorcycle, blah blah, which in the end wouldn't even helped. Like it wouldn't even have helped if I did that routinely, whatever. Somehow the motorcycle starts, I'm like revving the engine, trying to get everything going because I think it's the battery, because it hasn't been, going for a while. I make it, after like half an hour, I make it to the mechanic, because there's only one Royal Enfield mechanic in town, and this is like the capital of the country, and there's only one mechanic in town that actually fixes Royal Enfields. And I get there, and it's normal, like it's the weather, blah blah, and then they try to start it, and it was like, see, alright. And then I tell them about the whole highway thing. They're like, "Oh, okay, that's dangerous. That's don't want to deal with this. So yeah, let's leave her here. Everything is going to be fine." So I go back home. I'm like, "Oh my God, what's going to be? This is going to be expensive. Will the warranty kick in? Blah 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 blah." And then they call me at like 3:30, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, she's ready to be picked up." I was like, "Who? What? Now? Who? What? What? This was quick. What was it?" Turns out, I had the previous generation fuel injector pump which isn't even supposed to be in any motorcycle anymore. Somehow it was in my brand new motorcycle, again, brand new. And that's what was misfiring, because it just does that. And I was like, cool, well, I want like 2,000 miles, or 3,500 kilometers. Don't question my math, just let go with it. With this faulty thing, on the highway, left, right, up, down, center, right, select start. And now you like fix it, okay, whatever, like, okay, how much does it cost? And she's like, oh, like $5. I was like, what? Pourquoi? And I mean, this is why I also like this kind of motorcycle, because parts that are cheap. But also, oh yeah, and warranty covers it, because of course it covers it. It was like, oh, cool. So I can pick her up tomorrow, yes. And go for a ride, and hopefully everything will be all right and everything is cool. You haven't seen this. What's coming up in a second. I was very happy that like nothing happened when whatever happens. It's so embarrassing. It's so stupid. Gigi, I'm telling you, this is what's coming up is nothing as beautiful as this. It's so stupid. This is so stupid. Okay, I mean, I could try. It would definitely be one of those extra life things where it's like, man walks motorcycle. Why? And that's the hook. Like, why do I do it? Because I don't know. Because I have to. I could, but I would not like to. Especially not in this heat, which, by the way, turns into super heat, and I'm like putting on my weatherproof gear to get going for the ride, because I wanted to stream a ride today instead of doing this. But also I'm streaming a ride, so what do you want? And turns out, putting on my rain gear, because it started raining, was like, screw this, I'm gonna ride. Putting on my rain gear, of course, summons blazing hot gates of Hades sun. And then when the motorcycle stops and I actually have to like deal with stuff on my phone, it starts raining again. And I get to the mechanic completely drenched, like completely drenched. And that was basically my day. For like 2 hours I was just like a puddle. So much so, like, I don't know if this ever happened to you. Has this ever happened to you? You might be eligible for compensation. It rained so hard that I previously washed my jacket. And there was apparently still some like residue from the washing up liquid or whatever, and it seeped through, and it was just like a white stain on the shoulders of my shirt underneath. And I only had this like happen once to me in summer, wearing a dark shirt, and all the salt would like crystallize on my shirt, and was like, is it that? I was like, no, it turns out there was a detergent that like seeped through into my shirt, because it was raining so hard. It was so bad. It was so bad. Oh my god. But yeah, so that all happened. And now I have the motorcycle back, which is great because it's my birthday on Friday. Same as Sailor Moon. It's a free wash. I definitely got a free shower and everything, which, by the way, I might actually superimpose a picture. I need to pick it. I need to like get this out there, because if you want to know how bad the rain was and why it does always rain on me, to quote another song, it was pretty bad. It was so bad. However, I now got the motorcycle back. June 30th is my birthday, and so is Sailor Moon's. Go represent and celebrate the Queen. And I won't be here enough to ride it, because I just got news from the ether that I've been summoned to not here, and I cannot bring my motorcycle. This is very exciting to me, because I'm able to show you another place, which is always exciting to me, because I like to show you other places. Not just you, Gigi, also everybody else who joins my adventures through YouTube, through Twitch, through Instagram, through anything really. And I will not be able to ride for, I think, 10 days, maybe 11 and maybe even longer if I choose to fly to see friends and family in Croatia. But you know, we see about that. First, I need to show you this. So yesterday, it was so bad, that it, how do I superimpose things like this? There you go. Yes, yes. I want this. Okay. So I'm just going to put it briefly over the chat because I have nowhere else to put it. So this is the view outside of the bus. So the water almost went into the bus, and my friend had to take off her shoes and go into the dirt, into the river Styx itself, to then wade home and take, I must assume, the hottest shower to get all of this off. It was so, and this is all in an hour. This all happened in an hour, and then it was just gone, as if nothing happened. It was just like who? What water? What do you want? Anyway, here you get the chat back. And yeah, it was pretty bad. And this happened today too, only like in 3 or 4 different intervals, and it was not pleasant. Do not recommend. 0 out of 10. Unsubscribe. I just can't. I just can't. We're almost by the. Oh, I almost do this. Well, maybe I just put the camera window on the other side, and then I can actually like correspond with whatever is on screen. Picture didn't show, Gigi. Thank you for telling me. Picture didn't show. How did the picture not show? I see it. Oh, you know, like it's a problem when you don't do that. When you don't transition into the scene that you set up. OBS does the whole thing where you have the live view on this side, and then you have the transition into view on the other side, and I only look on this side. So yeah, this is what it looked like. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. This is the corner. This up there is the corner of the bus. It is. I had a river. And I'm gonna take this off. There you go. Because we're almost there. So this is. I don't want to move anything in this picture because it really messed up the stream last time. So this is the actually. But I can. Nope. I didn't want to stop it. I want to pause it. No. Ah, God. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's just not do that again. Where was I? Let's continue. Story time with Brew. I mean, at least it's all pretty. So I hope you don't mind watching all of this again. Because I'm trying to figure out where the scene is that I just stopped. Why can't I just not pause the video? Okay, there you go. We're almost there. Anyway, if you look at the whoop. Okay, that's better. If you look at the left, there's like a cathedral or a dome, which is off the town that this Viking settlement is placed on. And it's just a really, really cute little bay. And on the right-hand side is the parking lot, where something very embarrassing will happen in a second. I'm setting this up like this is the greatest thing ever. It is not. It is more like a cautionary tale. Because what you should not do. This is literally my first ride out with this motorcycle. This is like me leaving the dealership and riding it straight up to Denmark. From there, not having been riding a motorcycle for at that point I think 5 or 6 years. I mean, note to self, maybe don't do that. But here we are. So, and it went well, you know, it went well, surprisingly, until it didn't. And it's this part where, this is a different kind of motorcycle than what I had before. Before I had a chopper. I had a Honda Shadow, was a gorgeous machine. I just had to stop every 5 minutes for gas. Not so with this one. I can just go for 5-6 hours. I can just ride. Now this parking lot is not unfamiliar to me. However, it has something that I don't recommend you adapt in any other country, that Germany is very known for to just put on everywhere because, I mean, it is kind of pretty but also very annoying, which is cobblestone. And what you will see here is me trying to park the motorcycle, thinking I'm safe because I'm putting out the side stand. You know, I'm just easy peasy, I'm just, look at me, hey, I'm just getting off this motorcycle, how hard can this be? Just putting out the side stand, you know, like, oh, is it secure? It is, for the second. And then I just don't get off. I get off on the other side. And this is so embarrassing. Like, this is literally the first time I have to park. And it was like, and luckily, like, some old gentleman comes up immediately and everything is fine. But it's like, it was so embarrassing. Like, oh my God. Seasoned professional rider falls over because of cobblestone. It is, but this is also why. Yeah, of course I did it right in front of the one person that was still there at like 4 p.m. in winter when it's like about to get dark. But this is why I have the cases. This is why I have all those like little frames around the engine and everything, because they all protect you when you fall over. Like if you look at my case, like you don't see anything. The frame, the engine guard, everything is still good. That's why I have the handlebar extenders and everything. They don't only like protect your hands against the wind a little bit more, they also just like, you know, make it so nothing happens to your motorcycle. And that's basically it. And then the beautiful thing about this motorcycle is that it's made to like be in rough terrain and be driven around India, so you just get up and carry on. Like most other motorcycles are available that wouldn't do this. Okay, anyway, that was what I wanted to like just finish off this chapter. And now we're heading to a far-flung place of mystery and intrigue, which is hopefully Lithuania. Welcome to Lithuania. Welcome to Vilnius. Welcome to not Lithuania. Welcome to not Vilnius. Because we are in what do you call this? Like it's like an independent artist republic within Vilnius, and they have like their own flag, they have their own constitution, they have everything, and it is just a cute place. And I'm walking up to something very, very cute, which I just wanted to show you before moving on to the next place of intrigue and mystery, which is still in Lithuania. But I just wanted to show you this. Not necessarily the trash cans, but I mean maybe you're into that. I don't know. It's different shapes and different colors as to what trash cans you have at home. So or maybe you don't have any at all. I don't know. Like we all were exposed to the recycling is a lie. So maybe we just don't bother at some point anymore. I don't know. Go back to medieval times and everything just lands in front of your house or something. I don't know. Anyway, so this is an artist, not commune, but like a republic, and they have this cat. And what you do is you walk up to the cat, and then you give it a little scratch, and that's for good luck. That's all you do. Like you can wish for something, you can do whatever, but you scratch the cat, and that's almost like scratching a dog, which is pretty much the best thing ever, right? It is a chunk. They have these all over. I mean, different chunks are also available. This was the chunk I chose. This tower I never made up. Like I never made out what this tower was for. If it's an old tower that they restored, or if there's a new tower that they built. That is the embassy of, I think, the Philippines or something. The resolution on my screen sadly is too bad to make it out, and I couldn't stop the video because then everything goes to black again. So yeah, I couldn't tell you right now. This is all very spontaneous, and I'm just like making things up as I go. Welcome to my brain. We're moving on to this, which is the Danish embassy / clubhouse / something. And we are going all the way, I don't know if you can see this, but in the upper left corner there is a white speckle thing that you can make out. behind the trees. And this, of course, would not be visible right now because, like, Vilnius in summer is just like green, like Fifth Element, green, green, green. This is the best color, green. And I wanted to show you this because what you do is you do this walk. What you do is you do this walk, and after this walk, you get up to the 3 crosses. After this walking, after this Christopher walking, you go up to this, past this influencer, clearly, because everybody there is just like on top, just take the selfies, take whatever. It doesn't matter what time. Like the people that you will see will experience the world as you do, which is through a camera instead of looking at the things. In her defense, there were very cute ducks down by the bridge. So what you do is you walk this walk. And like magic, unlike 2 years ago when I was in Lithuania, there is a staircase now that is actually safe. At some point I will find the video where I can show you the old staircase compared to what is there now. Now it's like a technological wonder of engineering, and before that it was like a suggestion, really, of a staircase. But it's also not the only way to get up there, but the other one is a really, really steep ramp, and in winter I would not recommend that because it's already very slippery. And as I do walks for, I know, right? Like this is if you go back in time with another video, I will show you an unsafe staircase, which is borderline terrifying. I dare say. It is an adventure in itself to ascend those stairs, to then have to ascend more stairs. This is your reward. So, as I do like walks for people that can't really travel themselves, or can't get to places because of things like unsafe staircases, or no elevators, no escalators, no anything really, it is a welcome treat to actually have something that works kind of, to then show people things that they cannot see themselves without having an accident on the way. Because I don't know how much that would be if it's just like Uncle Bruce mystery downfalls or funniest videos. I don't know if those are still around. Not mine, but like America's Funniest Home Videos, I don't know. So yeah, so this is the first bit. This was just a path. This was not even like gravel. Like the last time I was here, this was like nothing. This was like a suggestion, you know? Uncle Bruce Mystery Bruises. Yes. Oh God, I love that. I love that. Uncle Bruce Mystery Bruises. Oh. Okay, so this is the staircase, and as you can see, this is just like 100 steps of hell. In the video itself, I think I'm like doing the locomotive around now, and then you just hear me heavy breathing until the end. Not only because of the staircase, but also because of who's on the staircase, which is, I mean, take your time, but also stay to the right and let other people pass. Like it's overtaking a slow walker on a narrow path is probably one of my biggest like pet peeves. Is like this, like it is traffic, it is foot traffic. Just sir, know your place, please. If there needs to be like an overtake lane, like a safety passage for those only a little bit faster, which actually is my other pet peeve when you're on the highway and you're like going, and then some truck has the audacity to overtake you at like a mile faster than you, and you slowly have this truck creep up in your mirror and then in your side view, and then he just like continues to then be in front of you, and it's like, okay, so we're just gonna play this forever and ever and ever. Yeah, this staircase keeps going on forever, and this is the new one. This is the new one. The other one was just like, yeah, do all this on like some stilts, maybe like a piece of wood, a plank, in winter. and while it rains. I'm not making this into like the 4 Yorkshiremen, you know, like this is like, I had to go upstairs both ways to get to my goal, and this is like taunting to sit down and say, hey, you know, like, there's a bench there, there's a bench, you can sit down, but don't do it, you got to keep the momentum, because once you sit there, because right now it's still cold, right, it's still like, I was there in February, so I'm only warming up if, of course, I'm moving. Once you sit on those staircases, once you sit on that bench, it's, I mean, the bench is ready. If it would be like some kind of shape-shifting demon that just eats people who are too slow walking upstairs, I wouldn't be surprised. But it's not going to catch this guy. I don't know why I went there. I think I just wanted to see what they're building. And Bob the Builder did not finish this because it's just like, it's a point of view, right? It's a viewpoint, clearly. But then I was there, and I'm like, okay, so this is a really narrow view that you give of the city, and the rest is just trees, which will only be greener and more dense in summer. So I don't know who, like, unless you cut the trees, but why would you? No. Anyway. Yeah, just add half the fence, you know, just like, you know, just put it in there, people will know, you know, and there he is again. This is exactly what I mean. Like, and he sped up. Save money for more stairs. Save money for more stairs, and maybe because you ran out of metal, you just put some rock steps in there, and then just leave it as a path, which then inevitably, I don't know if you can already see this, just freeze over, and then you do the slip and slide. This bit, by the way, absolutely amazing to later on walk down, because this was just solid frozen ice, and yeah, because I didn't want to go down the other way, because the other way is all asphalt, and is all you have your asphalt on that asphalt because it's all frozen over and all ice. And I was like, no, I know this path, I know where it leads me, which is a very, very good coffee shop. If you're in Vilnius, do try it out. It's at the end of those stairs. Basically, at the beginning of the video, you turn around, it's right there. It's like, it's beautiful little tiny shop with tiny treats, but the coffee is delicious. And in this, it's just like, it's just solid ice. But you gotta have the confidence. Confidence really brings you far. I mean, either that, or you can at least fall with pride or something. So you make it up here, and then you already see, is it in the back? I think it's in the back. So you see in the back are the 3 crosses, which is like this monument that you can see from the main square in Vilnius. And it doesn't really look that far. Sorry. It doesn't really look that far when you're down there, right? Because it's right up the mountain. But when you know that, oh, you have to go all the way and circumnavigate the mountain hill, really, to get up there. Yeah, it's quite much. And then, of course, it's all under construction, because everything is under construction at all times. Anywhere I go, no matter what season, no matter what. And I was like, okay, maybe you can go up here. And I really should have followed the slow man. I should have followed the slow man, because this, going up here, was a mistake, which I will soon discover to just not do. On the right here are actually like discarded stairs from later on, like the ones that go up to the monument itself, because it did manage to like replace, not all of them, but some. And this is again one of those things where you walk past, even though you're on the other side of the fence, you walk past like a construction site and you're like, am I supposed to be here? Is this okay? Like, nobody's complaining. And then you get to the stairs, and then you get to the bit where it's like, okay, just don't fall on your face. You're on camera the entire time. Just don't fall on your face. And I mean, if you do, at least it will be recorded and it will be hysterical in like half a year when you show it to unsuspecting people out in public on Twitch. Ta-da! So yeah, you walk up here, and you will be greeted by more stairs. Isn't it amazing? It's like Sisyphus, but you're a tourist. You know, it's like you work for that view. That is thick, and this is why like you stay to the side when maybe already like some stuff melted or like broke off, or you just pretend that everything will be all right, because I mean, what at this point only faith guides you to your goal. At this point, you just put your life in the hands of the deity of your choosing, flying spaghetti monster, what have you, and then you make it up to the 3 crosses, and then you see what I think is a really, really beautiful view, and I would really like to see in like peak fall. I was there at the beginning of fall 2 years ago, and sadly it was like completely rainy and just gray, and to me it didn't look good. Like, it still looked amazing, especially to people that can't go there at all. But it's just like, I mean, look at this, you know, like look at this and imagine this with more color, like stereophonic quadrovision on your imaginary 70-inch TV or something. Like, I mean, look at this. How can you not? How can you not like this? Like, it is so cool. It is so cool. And on the right-hand side, there's actually like the tallest TV tower in the Baltics. At some point, I think it was the tallest building in the former Soviet Union. And then the red tower is part of the old fortress, the red brick tower. These are the 3 crosses, and that's that, basically. That was that walk done. I'm going to assume that there is another video, I hope. Otherwise, I'm just going to load up something else. I don't know. I think there's another one coming. I hope. Oh, and then there's like this cool like bronze picture of like what is where. Like if you look that direction, you see this and that the other. And yeah, it's just really, really cool. I love it. I love it so much. Nope, that went straight back to there. How about I show you something else. Actually, how about this? Are you up for another? Fence without rails. How did this get made? Look, I mean, you know, like OSHA. It's not everywhere, you know. The common sense sometimes rules, or survival of the fittest, and you know, sometimes you gotta let nature find a way, right? I don't know. I might actually let that run for a second, and then I will find something else. What did I want to see? I wanted to. Oh. This is really cool. So what I have here is, can I show that video? No. I can't pick the video. That's some baloney. That is baloney. Really? Why are you so close? Why are you so tiny? Why are you so tiny? Good God. Okay. Basically what this is. Oh, and now it's gone again. Okay. Anyway, how do I undo? Undo. Yes. Okay. Cool. That can stay like this. Nature will find a wall. It happens. It happens to be like that. How about? Are you up for another? Would you like to see something else? Because I can keep this going until for a while. I still have time, and I've been only streaming for under an hour, so I might as well get that time up. Raise the timer, as they say. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go to Let's go to Scotland. Anybody wants to go to Scotland? Where is... There is... So, oh, wait a second. There you go. I'm gonna stay in Vilnius for a second. It's gonna stay in Vilnius for a second. Because then I can show you Upis. That's the artist colony. Come on. Really? Come on. Okay. There you go. Can I move this pixel by pixel? Please tell me. Can I? Oh. Okay. 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 Okay, now what? Nope. Nope. What did I do? What did I? Oh boy. Why can't I transition into preview live, program live? Okay, something happened. I don't know. I'm just gonna not change it and leave it as is. So this is the entrance to Upis. Let's just like go over to the beginning, back to the beginning. So this is the river that flows through Vilnius, and this is one of the bridges that you take into Upis. And it has like these gorgeous two-story houses all over, which of course now, like I was so torn. I wanted to make this video, right? Like I filmed stuff 2 years ago. I filmed stuff on this trip, like, you know, like POVs, me in front of this like absolutely gorgeous red brick church cathedral. And I wanted to make something about like this feature of Upis, which is like, oh yeah, here's like this independent country in a way, you know, like some say it's a country, some don't, because the Pope says it's a country, so you know, whatever, however much you put into that. And I wanted to make this feature about like things like the Vatican or San Marino or like other places in the world that are super small, and they just like declared their own independence without much fuss, really. Like you can go there without a passport, blah, blah, blah. You know, like you don't need anything else. And then I went here, and then in the last couple of years, it really changed into, well, sadly, what most artist or independent places change into, which is like it's this horribly gentrified, and everything is gentrified by rising housing costs and everything, because people just buy property and then rent it out for really a lot of money, because hey, you get to live in this cool thing. This over I think is really cool. It's a wall, and I think it's 23 metal signs with the constitution of this artist state in a way, and every single one is in a different language. So you have like Latin and Spanish and Hebrew and German and Italian and whatever you have. And the hand that you saw there, that's the symbol of Upis. Up front there is actually quite nice pizza place. The really important thing here, however, is that all of these restaurants are ludicrously expensive for what they are, because now they're like in this fancy chic neighborhood. And then you have like this corner store. On the left you see like this corner store. And it's basically like a Lithuanian bodega. Like everything is like, oh, you still get your like €1 €1 beer or whatever. This whole marketplace, by the way, super nice. At night is like lit up, and you can see like, this was like in February, and for whatever reason like the Christmas trees were still up. Don't know what's up with that, but you know, whatever. And it's just a gorgeous space. This is one of the things that I really like, is like when I do these walks, or when I did these walks, it was always with the GoPro, and it's like good resolution. Then I color correct everything, and then I have this walk without any narration, because I wanted to have people experience these walks without like my voice distracting from them being there for this moment. And now I can just talk over them without anything, like a director's cut, basically, which is really cool, I think. I don't know. So, and what's really like annoying is that I can do this, but if I want to stream this, I can't. Because right now the mobile streaming on Twitch is throttled to 1080p. They are working on 4K, and select individuals are actually able to stream in 4K, and it's yeah, I mean, it also takes a lot of data. Like, it is just so like data sucking, and even if you have like a new encoder, there's like a new thing that you can use. So you use less bitrate, will have the same clarity of picture. This here is the Buddhist, I think it's a Buddhist prayer house, and then on the left-hand side is like actually like a temple place that you can go to. There's a dog carved out of ice. The Dalai Lama was here. Also said that this is a independent place of art and whatnot. So, and then you get to this bridge, which leads you to like the former, I think it's like the former cavalry military Uzupis. That's not, what is that? What did I say? Upis, I said it. It's called Uzupis. That's what it's called. That over there is another one of those churches. It's really, really gorgeous. I love this whole like red brickstone, white walls, like this really simplistic but like absolutely stunning, especially now, like with this weather. But the day before, literally the day before, it was all gray, and I filmed this walk, and then I went out this day to do it all over again, because it's like the mood just changes so much. Like this, it looks absolutely stunning in sunlight, and I just needed to film this whole thing again, even though I did it just the day before. So I'm like, with this, I'm like keeping everything. Was like, oh, let's show like some cars, and like, oh, here's a wall or whatever, because I wanted to have this reveal. This, what you see, is that like the thing that's coming up is like this absolutely stunning red brickstone cathedral, really, and sadly it wasn't open, but it is open. You can go in there on other days. I think it was also like some holiday. I went there. I don't know. Something. It wasn't open. Or was this too early? I don't know. I mean, yeah. It's the blue sky. Like some towns or cities, I must say, they're better when it's overcast. Like completely like moody and gloomy, and like Edinburgh, for example, it just doesn't hit quite when you're in town. When you're out of town, and when you're like going up Arthur's Seat, which we can do in another video, that totally, like, give me sunshine, give me everything. And man, look at this thing. Look at the shadows. Look at the like stained glass windows. And this is all like, again, I'm doing this with like a GoPro from like 3 years ago, you know? Like, I mean, come on. This is, and I don't even have an ND filter, which is something that I always say on stream. It's like, oh, no, if I only had an ND filter, it would look even better, blah. And then I have them, and I don't bring them because I don't expect like the weather to change into this. This is really cool. So what's coming up here is they made like this little window, and it's all the pieces. These are all the pieces that this building has been built with. So like anything you see is one of those pieces that was in that mural. And it's absolutely, it's like a Lego kit, and it's like, okay, just build your own. And I found that really, really cool. Like I think a lot of other places should have the same. Like if you have something like as beautiful as this, with like all these little shapes and all these different things, especially architecture nerds like me, like beautiful. Like just make a little thing, doesn't cost you much. It's literally a window with like 10, 12 bricks in it, and this is what you get. You know, like use 10 ingredients, and you get this luscious architectural meal out of this. Absolutely amazing. It is so cool. It is so cool. Like I love this so much. So this is not the main entrance. This is an entrance. The other one that we just walked past or towards is actually what I wanted to go into, but then couldn't. And this is like the thing from the other side. It's just like so nice. What a beautiful building. Absolutely stunning. See, that's the thing. It's like I mean that's where the money goes, right? Like you gotta show off, and boy do they show off. There's like all these and all of these are like dotted throughout the countryside. You find things of not as much grandeur, but in a way it is, because it's like, hey, here's like a town of like 500 people, and here's a church. Also, red brick stone is very popular around like the Baltic Sea. And I mean on the east, in the west, like if you go like Sweden, Norway, stuff like that, there's like staff churches and other types. But this like red brick stone is really like dominant. Up here in northern Europe, and it's just like so we're walking up to the bit where you can walk up to the 3 crosses, and the building that is like straight ahead with the 3 windows up top in the roof. It's not that building, it's the building next to it. Hoi, hoi, hoi. How are you doing? You doing a lurk? You're doing a lurk on my watch. So this is I wanted to say like, this is the building where, no, but this is the building that is next to the building that is interesting to me, because this is the building next to the building that houses the cool little coffee place. I just like it. So, and the graffiti is out of this world. Good Lord. Like, it's so, like, there's some stuff here. That tiny house there, that is a really, really cool coffee place. The graffiti here is, like, I mean, I remember, like, is this the video where I go into the park? I don't want to, like, scroll through it, but it's like, oh, yeah, I'm going into oh, yeah, okay. And then this is what it looked like the day before. And then I cut out that bit where I went up because I wanted to make it a separate video. But you see like how the mood changes, and this was also like the case when I came back from the 3 crosses, and it was just overcast. There will be sun later on, but it's like you see that this is just like meh, like okay, very muted, but still beautiful in a way. And the graffiti. Like I grew up when people were like, oh my God, we need to abolish the graffitis. Oh my God, it's blah, blah, blah. And it's like the thing where people didn't figure out yet that graffiti is graffiti and tags are tags. Like if people are going out like tagging, I don't like that either, unless they're like really creative and it like fits into something, you know. Like, but when people do graffiti art, like it is just like a mural, like amazing, absolutely amazing. I could go for this weather right now because I said it before. I don't know when you started lurking, but when I was out and about earlier, it was either like super like scorching hot, or it was raining so hard that I got absolutely drenched. And I take this weather over both of them. Like it's just like but this is like this whole like kind of like little bit depressing but totally moody weather that also fits the scenery in the town that you're in. You know, like if you I have a London walk that I can go through with you on another stream, and like London is just a completely different city when it's sunny. Like it's, and I don't know if I like it. Like I like my gloomy, spooky there you go. That's it's just a completely different city, and I like my gloomy, mysterious, like I got you. There's no other mod here but me, so God mode activated. I grant you posting privileges. Seeing that I'm also like half Jesus, I'm holding my palm, holding my hand. So yeah, and then this is also like the part, like seeing how a city changes in like 2 years basically, because I was there during the pandemic, and well, in the end stages of the pandemic. And everybody did everything right. Like everybody was wearing masks, and there was a whole like registration thing that you had to go through. And at the airport, they did like a whole like, QR code thing and blah blah. Like it was. I mean, we all been there one way or another, or at least heard of it. Why did it automate that? I have no idea. So and changing like the livelihood of the city. Between that and like this year, because I went in February, right? And this is only like empty, which I like. I like my cities empty like this very much. Thank you very much. What I like about this is like you just get up an hour earlier before the shops open, and then you have like basically the city to yourself. And well, sadly, the automat makes me work. So how is that? How is that? Oh, this is really cool. To the left, there's like a tea shop, and they put like these ceramic teacups and whatever in the wall. They embed them in the wall. Let's go back a second, just in case you missed that. So there. This is like a tea shop, tea bar, something, and then they embed the teapots in the wall. There you go. I said I can't pause the video within OBS because if I click stop, then it like gives you a black screen and nah. Oh yeah, it's. I mean, I can't read any of the signs either, but thankfully the iconography does give it away, and they do make it easy enough to on Google Maps check because not everything is translated, which is but. Granted, it's also Northern Europe, so everybody speaks English. So if you talk to them, they can answer you. Just still surprising to me. Like whenever I went to like the south of Europe, it's really surprising when you go into like really touristy places like Milan or Naples or like even Pisa. You know, like tourist hotspots. And nobody speaks English, even though like all those towns are also university towns. And then I ask people that do speak English, and it's like, why does nobody speak English here? Like of the young people, you know? And I say, oh, because our education system is garbage, and we don't teach anything because of national pride. And it was like, So yeah, which also like is a really, really big problem because it blocks people within the country because they cannot leave because they don't speak another language or a universal language like, you know, English. Is a whole different problem that you create for future generations. So yeah, this is basically the main strip of Vilnius, the old town, which actually is also the hello. How are you? This is the old town of Vilnius, which is, oh Jesus Christ, that's a lot of text. I'm going to finish my thought before I read that. This is the old town of Vilnius. What's really interesting about this is that Vilnius has like the second oldest, still standing, old town in Europe, and I think the only one older than this is either Prague or Budapest. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, it's one of those two, so I'm not wrong, but please correct me with the right one. So this is like, some of these buildings date back to like, I think 1150. So yeah. Okay, now I can read what you wrote while here I'm gallivanting past these stalls. These stalls, by the way, they are always there, and they don't sell anything like you would think, oh, this is the old town of Vilnius. And it's just like, oh, sell something nice. No, they're just like, here's like gloves, but then it's like gloves that you would get like at a TK Maxx or something, you know, like it's just like, but it's cold, you know, like, so if you know that you don't have them, you will enjoy that. So okay, get a few people. Yeah, I mean I mean to me that's the best thing. I mean I'm an early riser. Especially now in summer when it's like. I live at the latitude, where the sun is up enough at like 4 a.m. Like if I go out on the street at like 4:15, 4:20, it is already bright. So bright enough to like not need like lanterns on the street or whatever. So going out at that hour is just bliss, because unless you do it on a Saturday, so all those drunk people come along your way, it's the best part of the day, because you can just ride all day or all morning without having any traffic, without having anything. And it's absolute bliss. Yeah, the old style of the buildings, I mean, most of these are like, unless they're like of the old buildings. Oh, it's Mai! Hi, Mai! It is, I mean, most of these are like really classicist buildings, so they're like from the early 1900s, 1910s, 1905. The makeshift stalls and the church that orange and beige building. I mean, I love all these buildings. Yeah, you can already see the spire of one of the churches where I make a stop and just like pan up and down. I don't know how long you've been lurking, so I don't know if you already missed the. I think it was just before you said that something about the graffiti was like the red brickstone building cathedral that had like the whole Lego system up front of like what the parts were they used to build the church, which I think is like still one of the most beautiful buildings in here. That you can also see from the outside, because there's also like a cathedral, like a Russian Orthodox church that is, I mean, it looks okay from the outside, but the inside is just like blasting, like gold and colors and the colors. I see the colors, you know. So, it is absolutely beautiful. So here, also Bolt is like really huge. Like if you do anything like Uber or whatever, like they just don't exist here. This is also another one of those. Like this is, I mean, look at this. How can you not like this? Like just like from an architecture point, you know, like it's so pretty. Which leads me to, I think, do I take a left or a right? I don't remember. But if we take a right in a little bit, it's this super cute street. It is so damn cute because it has all these like tiny stalls and tiny cute shops lined up next to each other, and it all culminates in this super tiny marketplace. It's not even a marketplace, it's more like a cul-de-sac, not even. And has like this, it has like a tapas place, which is nice, but next to the tapas place is like this weird like pastry shop, which is just like so ornately and decadently decorated. Like it's almost annoying. Like it's an assault on the senses as to how this is decorated. Okay, what do we got here? Are we coming up to the red horn? The red horn? Oh my god, what does she mean? Oh, we're apparently not going to the red horn, because I'm just going to turn around and go to the. Okay, I guess not. I guess we're just going to the street, y'all. Or we're going there later. I don't know. Oh, this is really. Is this one of the? Oh, it is the red horn. We are going to the red horn. That's what you mean with the red horn. Haha, figuring things out as I go. So the red horn is, I think, also related to, like, I call it the Stargate. It's by the train station, which is like on the other side of town from here, walking. And it's like this cool bit that I think they have like one in Warsaw, they have like some other cities in Europe, and it's like this humongous round LCD screen with a camera, and it projects your picture that it takes to another city, Stargate, and then you can like wave at people in some other city. Like it's really, really cool. Oh man, there is a video, I just need to find it on my hard drive, of a previous trip I did there, where I have like a smidgen of the Russian Orthodox Church that I showed previously. And I think I actually have a video of, what is the video of? Oh well, I have a video that I showed yesterday on stream, I think, I don't know. Time flies. Time eludes me. My cache has been reset, where I go through Westminster Cathedral in London. If you wanted to see that, I don't know if that is of interest. We're just going to finish this video and then we see where we are. So yeah, we're just going to do this walk. I think there's like an old lady coming up at some point in the next like 5 minutes or something that yelled something at me because I was filming, but she spoke Lithuanian, so I didn't. Maybe she told me that my hair is great. I have no idea. Like I don't know. Okay, you love that? Well, maybe I stay up longer because it's my birthday week. I will stay up longer, and is Gigi in the chat, by the way? First time in the chat. It's her birthday today. My birthday is on Friday, so it's birthday week all around. Drink your water. Okay, and now. Oh yeah, there's like a gorgeous little side street coming up. Happy birthday to everybody. I mean, everybody got up this morning. You know, like it's, but especially happy birthday to Gigi. It's, so there is a little sign. So on the left-hand side, there's like, I think the Academy of Arts. I don't know of Lithuania, but like definitely of Vilnius. And then on the right, not this one, but the next one over is this really, like, just tiny side street, but it doesn't lead anywhere really. It's just like this nice, like, little gate action. Lots of hotels here, and the oh god, what is it called? Is it Wings of Liberty? Something. It's no, Wings of Liberty is the Stargate 2. God. Okay. Anyway, there is like a really like cool Gates of Dawn. Gates of Dawn is the thing that is coming up, and actually I think you can. No, not yet. That's next to the other building coming up. It's the it's like a whole gate, not like the one that is coming up. That is the gate little side street thing that doesn't really lead anywhere, but I think it's just pretty. And that was the old lady that yelled at me. I have no idea what she said. I just kept walking, and maybe she wished me a good day. I don't know. So, and of course, like, I mean, this is the astounding thing, right? Upper right corner, a Ukrainian flag, Slava Ukraina. Like, it's like the support for Ukraine while being literally like 20 minutes away from the Russian border. Like, whew, it was. I mean, you kind of felt it. But also not, like people are really like, I mean, it's a loaded word, but like resilient. Like my friends there, they say like, look, like it's gonna be fine, everything, while also having like backpacks with copies of the documents in their cars at all times. Like it was, and this was in February, you know, like this was not like, while the stuff that happens now happens. Okay, so on the blue building straight ahead, that's the Gates of Dawn. Actually, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Let me just check, because I'm doing all this live, unscripted, and again, I did this in February. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. So on the map, I'm there, which means it is Gates of Dawn. Yes! Memory! It does work. All right. Imagine scripted. I mean, I'm not that good. I rather do improv. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's what did I want to say? There, Gates of Dawn. So again, I cannot pause the video sadly because otherwise I get a black screen. I don't know why there's no pause. Oh my god. If you guessed that I just found the pause button, you would be right. Okay, so this is the Gates of Dawn. I don't know if I can get closer to that and you can actually see it through the window. However, you already see it like up top. Super gold, like everything is gold. And I'm just gonna try to pause. I literally just like click stop the entire time. I was like, oh, this doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. And then I saw like, oh no, the play button turns into the pause button. But of course I don't see that while I'm also checking the screens. So now you know, as I say when I'm riding on the motorcycle, we're all learning as I'm going. So, and I think actually you can see it better when I'm moving the camera. Is like you see that there's like a ginormous like golden display that is in there. That is in there, and it is just stunning. Like you can walk through there, and I think I don't know how you get in there, but I saw people like in there walking past it, and I don't know if they're like working in this building or if as a tourist you can actually go there. So the Birdwatch 2023. So yeah, this is like this. You walk underneath, I think, the Virgin Mary, and then you have this beautiful. Again, not decadently decorated, but just like this beautiful gate. And then you get out on the other side. If you go to the right and keep going, it's a far way. You get to the train station, and then we're going to turn to the left. But first, I'm going to show you the other side of the Gates of Dawn, which doesn't look like much from the outside because. I mean, it does look nice, but it's like when you can totally just walk through them and not turn around and miss that whole window, which is like it's a shame. So where do I go from here? I went down there, then I showed you this. Okay, cool. I'm slowly remembering what the walk was and where I stopped it and where I'm going. So cool. Thank you so much for joining, by the way. This is like this is just as fun as like being on the motorcycle, riding around, yelling into my helmet while showing you cool things. So I mean, it is once you're exposed to more and more of like this kind of architecture, of course, like everything kind of repeats itself, and there is like. I mean, when I was like in Riga, right? Like Riga is also like, oh, here's your red brickstone and ornate like, gargoyles and this and the other, but everything is like this red brickstone building and everything is like kind of like the stuff that we're seeing right now. A lot of things are like still dilapidated, or not dilapidated, but like some things are left the way they look after the war, right? Like as a memorial in a way to what happened. And it wasn't restored, you know, like even here in Berlin, like there's probably another stream I can do, like the amount of damage on the buildings from like bullets and whatever that they could have just restored, you know, they could have made an entire island in the Spree River that is just museums. And they could have totally restored them because they look glorious, but they just like cleaned them up just enough. But like they left all the bullet holes on there, and yeah, it's just like staggering when you walk through there. It's just like, you know, like it didn't stop. It didn't stop for anything. So meanwhile here, and you see this in the Baltics. You also see this in the Balkans. You see this like when I was driving through Croatia. You see a lot of people just like wait and see what happens with construction, either because of new zoning laws that came in, or because of money, or I mean. Croatia, Balkans is also like an issue of like, why bother? Because it's so sunny and it rains like 2 days a year that people just don't finish their houses. In my experience, like this is how I see a lot of houses down there. It's like the inside all done, all perfect, you know, AC and what have you, and the outside looks like what? Like, but they don't need to, because why? But I love when they do like stuff like this, where it's like, okay, like, oh, this mustard color, right? Like this mustard color, you see this also here in Berlin. Some houses are like this really, really nice, like deep, vibrant yellow. and it's just absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. How are we doing on sound and everything? I'm asking this being an hour and 24 in, but everything is $4 million. I mean, yeah, but you also don't want to look like money, right? Like, this is like the thing that, especially I learned like in New York City, you don't want to look like money. You never want to look like money, because then, then the problems start, basically. So, what is coming up? It is the other absolutely stunning view over the city is coming up. Another one of those like balconies with the plaque, like a ginormous like picture engraved in this bronze tablet almost. I say tablet, but only because yesterday I saw Indiana Jones in the Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then that's why I call everything a tablet now. So there was a question about sound. Is sound okay? I don't mean the video, I mean me, because the video doesn't really have sound besides steps and cars. I can turn that up a little bit, I guess. I don't know. Because now I'm using a lav mic, and clip this other thing onto my thing. The mic peaks a little bit. All right, well, fine. How about now? How about this now? Peakity, peakity, peakity. Volume is fine, but the mic is still a bit meh. Good God, meh? I don't want a meh mic. Just a little louder. All right, cool. Now the volume is too low. How about now? How about this now? What is this now? Do you have a channel for art? I can post a few graffiti things. I don't have a channel for anything. I don't even have a Discord. I would highly encourage you to post it on the Discord where you got this from, because I mean, maybe you more like need a peak filter on it. Okay. God damn it. All right. Well. Oh, filter. Amazing. Let's figure this out. Oh, but I gotta tell you about this though. This is amazing. This church, even when I was here 2 years ago, was always half and half. Like half fully decorated, fully blinged out, and the other half not done at all. Okay, I need a peak filter on it. Is there a peak noise gate, noise suppression, gain, limiter? Okay, how about this? Okay. Filter. Does this work now? Is this better? Is everybody having a good time? I'm just gonna wait. Here's another trash can for you. Also construction, because there's always construction. And now it's, why is it red? Oh my God. Is the filter messing with? No, it's green again. Whew. Okay, we're back, I think. Are we good? Is everybody good? Can you turn it up a bit? All right, I'm turning it up a bit again. Hello, hello. Test 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Micety, micety, mic. I mean, right now nothing is happening. Oh, by the way, on the right-hand side, America Represent is the American. No, it sounds fine. Cool. On the right-hand side is the American school, which is why there is a American football team in Vilnius, the Wolf Pack. Au. Join the Wolf Pack. Apparently they're still looking for players. Maybe you're the right one, because I won't. I'm already broken enough. I just had an accident. Thank you very much. So, oh, is it called the Iron Wolves? That's so cool, though. Oh my God. Anyway, so on the left coming up is this amazing balcony, and that will like go all over Uzupis. I don't know. Nobody corrected me on how this sounds, so pick one. I need to lurk. Okay, fine. You take your dog for a walk and lurk like other people. I see you. I see you lurking. Somebody's lurking. So yeah, and this is like one of my favorite views over Vilnius. It doesn't involve a dodgy staircase. Thank you, bye, or until later, or something. So this one doesn't involve a dodgy staircase, which is much appreciated if you have bad knees, or go there in winter with so much ice. So much ice. I actually, like, before I did all this, I literally came straight from the airport. My friend picked me up because she teaches karate, and I Johnny Karate'd over to a lake. And coming straight from the airport, we or self-preservation, yeah. We went for a swim. Yeah, in February in Lithuania, outside it was. Let me tell you that even though you would think, hey, the water is always over freezing, it didn't feel like it. And I went in there and I spent, like, I think the next 2 hours in that dojo just warming up. And all I had was like my orange hat to like put my hair up so it wouldn't get wet. And it was pretty bad, but I also, like, look, when you're there, how can you not? How can you not go? Sure. Go ahead. So this is the view. Maybe at some point I'll figure out how to zoom in. If it's literally like a button down there that I don't see, I will be furious. Anyway, so this is the cool view going out. You go up to this balcony, and then you can see down there. Down there is that bridge that we started the walk at. And then you have this absolutely beautiful view. I think you can see the 3 crosses. I think. And then, yeah, this is like what you're looking at is basically Uzupish, and then you have this huge plaque that tells you mostly that, like, I mean, there's a ton of churches. There's also like the some embassies and whatnot. But yeah, it's just like absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at. I mean, what do I need to say? What do I need to say? You have eyes. You see this. And I don't even know where this video goes. Like, I should probably check where on here where I go, or if I start the okay. If I start the Westminster Cathedral, because okay. Walking down there, making my way downtown, walking fast. I think we're gonna go for 26. Yeah, we're not going long. We're an hour and a half in. We are getting here. Can I drag and drop? Please. I can. Ho. No, I cannot. Oh my god, it didn't work. Oh my god. Why can I not drag and drop? Can I not drag and drop? Huh. Okay, cool. Okay. I need to do this, then the other. So now you just go down the swoop, and then we end up where we started. This is this is that. Where is Donde? Donde is the video that I'm looking at right now. Is it? Where is it? Hello, 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 hello. Details. I just wanted to see if it shows you what I think it does, or if it stops. Oh, cool. I'm looking in the wrong folder. Because maybe I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit to where are you? Where are you? Da, 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 da. Okay, I don't need this. I don't need this. Cool, 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 cool. Aha, this goes through the district, and this goes to this. I need to go to 1 hour. This is, so all of these things are things that are uploaded on YouTube. And so you can watch them all at your leisure, but also in better quality, better ingredients, better pizza, better something. And what I wanted to show you was, doop, doop. So this walks down there, and then we're basically doing the catwalk again. But what I wanted to show you was, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is the catwalk. Coming back from the catwalk, which we did in the beginning, and then we're walking back, and then there you go. So we're getting to this. This is the corner store from earlier, and what we're doing is we're walking past here. I'm going to pause the video at some point because I wanted to see if you spot the cool art piece on the left that is also embedded in the wall, because they freaking love embedding things in the walls. Drinking that water. Getting that water done. Gosh darn diddly doo. Is this actually doing something? And why cannot I not transition in? It seems I cannot transition anymore. Ah well. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm always in for some fancy graffiti. And I think I just missed the art piece. Hot damn. Did I miss it? I think I missed it. Oh, it's covered by a car. Never mind. So you walk past this restaurant that we saw in the beginning, and you can totally go past there, like they don't mind, whatever, because down there is a really cool art piece. I think Gigi will especially love this because it's totally a spot that that is like a hangout spot. It is so cool. I mean, don't do this in winter, but I think you can actually sit where I'm about to show you. And it's there. There you go. Just put a bench. Just put a bench on some chains. Put a mermaid in the wall, and there you go. You know, why not? Why not? And then you have this gorgeous view on of another church, cathedral, or something. And then you head up these stairs and go about your day. Isn't that amazing? Like I love that. I love that. I mean, the car did me dirty. I have no idea why that was modded. No idea why. But yeah. So then now we're walking past, do we walk past this? Can't really see much there, but I wanted to show you this, again, the store of the things. Now we're getting, now it gets interesting. Now the sun comes out, and we're walking towards that super cute little side street. And it is just, I mean, it is brutally cute. It is brutally cute. It is dentist, tooth decaying, sweet. as to why it is. So you walk down here. Up front, by the way, is a good Lithuanian restaurant. They do love their cheese. They do love their zeppelin, which is like this dumpling that is this massive, like like this size, but it's just carbs. It is like carbs with like 3 pieces of little bread in there. And I mean, look at this little street, you know, like it has like all these shops next to each other, and it's like all like, here's like a silversmith, or you know, like some like wedding dresses or whatever. Like it's just, it is rich. It is. I mean, if you're lactose intolerant, you will not go far. That's what I'm going to tell you. So and this culminates. I mean, this whole street, super cute, right? Like it's so nice. And what happens is this culminates in, it's a lot of luggage, lady. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. Carry on for over a decade now. So you end up in this, not cul-de-sac, but like little parking lot, whatever thing area of this hotel. And then on the left-hand side, you see this absolutely amazing store. Which is like, I mean, look at this thing. I'm gonna pause it here. Like, what in the world? This would, I don't know any city where people would decorate the outside of their store, not their house, their store. And people would just leave this alone. Right? Like, how do you do this and like rain, snow, whatever? This, by the way, 2 years ago, looked very different. This 2 years ago was full of cupcakes. Sorry, not cupcakes, madeleines. And it's just like, but it's like pastry shop. It's like a, you know, it's just like a shop. And it's absolutely staggering as to like, what, like, wow, why, how, who, why. But it's so cute, right? It's so cute. Okay, and then you have the tapas place is right next to it, and now we're going towards another cute little street with little restaurants and whatnots. It is a hidden gem, and it's not really a hidden gem because it's one of those places. I don't know if they have that where you are, but like it deliberately, like it's a magnet for influencers. Like it's a magnet for the Instagram crowd because it's like people just flock there, take the picture, and you don't see this now because it's like super early in the morning still. But yeah, this is like Instagram central. And now you're heading, what are we doing? There's still 6 minutes left on this video. Good to know. So I can already load up the Westminster Cathedral, and then I have to go to bed. But we're still going. Westminster Cathedral. Let's see. I'm just gonna pop in the videos. We see what happens. No, that's not what I wanted. Hot damn. All right, let's go back here. Already spoiled. Almost spoiled the ending. Where did it go? There you go. This is the exit of that street. And then again with the Ukrainian support, like all those like blue and yellow signs and stuff. I have become Steer, destroyer of glutes. Okay, so this is all just restaurants, really nice restaurants. Behind us is another church that I think that day was closed, but next time I will definitely check it out. I mean, the Steer, the eternal struggle, that's where we all come from, that's where we all go. Might as well succumb to stare. And again, all these like colorful houses, it's just so pretty, right? It's so pretty. What is that here on Twitter? Is this Pog? I don't know. I don't know. Just tossing this word in there, hoping it means what I think it does, and then I walk away and pretend I never said it. This, by the way, everything you see from now on is the University of Vilnius, or it's part of the university because the university is like spread out. And this is part of the university, and it's just really cool, you know. Like, there's no like dedicated campus where only you students can go to. No, it's just like, here's a house. Okay, this is not part of the university. Okay. And we're walking on towards the main marketplace with the famous tower of Vilnius, which is like a bell tower. And you do a little ceremony. There's like a tile in front of it, but I'll show you. I'll tell you about it once we get to that. Almost there, almost there. Thanks for explaining the word while also not explaining what the word means. But I think I got it. I think. I don't know. Okay, again here you see like on the right all these university buildings that are like painted. I don't know if do I turn around this? Do I turn around? I have no idea. Ooh, no, I just keep walking. If I were to turn around, there is another mural on that wall. But I guess I couldn't be bothered. This is all still part of the university. This was all the way in the back there, the White Tower. That is the bell tower of Vilnius. And this was also a really nice thing 2 years ago, because the tree that you see up straight, I was there in early September, I think, end of August, something like that, but it was already cold enough that the trees were changing color. So that tree up front was one of the first ones that changed colors, and everything else was still green. And I was so happy, because at that point I was traveling a lot, and I was starting in the north in Lithuania. And I went gradually down, and I had like the longest fall, I think, like until it hit Germany, and then later on Croatia. It was just the longest fall, and it was like so nice. It was so nice. And then you get the turnaround. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Like, why am I doing like a director's cut? Like the video is like oof. It's so nice there, so nice. And by the way, this is like an hour 12 video, whatever, but the actual area that we cover is not that big. It's just that there are so many little side streets that you can take that take you all over, and it's just like, it's a labyrinth if you want to. This at night, like sadly I can't film at night because I don't have a camera that does like good low light exposure and whatnot. But these streets at night, they're spooky and they're glorious, and if I could, I would totally do like a 2 o'clock in the morning walk, because everything is still lit up, but everything is closed and nobody's walking. And it's just like, it's so cool, so cool. So that is the bell tower. Crossing here, maybe someone does it or not, but if you look to the right, I mean, everything's fine. We're back. We good. I think everything is fine. I say, and then it usually breaks. Anyway, so maybe you see people in front of it to the right of the bell tower, and actually on the right-hand side, you see there you go, the three crosses. You can see them all the way in the distance. Now, people to the right of the bell tower, there's like a little tile on the floor, and what you do is you stand on one foot. I don't know why I do this. You stand on one foot, and then you spin around, and then you're supposed to like land looking up straight, and then you can make a wish. If you do it right. I haven't, so I don't get a wish. But yeah, so you have I found the pause button. Congratulations, me. What you have in front of you is the bell tower of Vilnius, then the whole barracks of the old military academy. You have the red brick tower of the former fortress of Vilnius, all the way up on that hill. You see the three crosses all the way in the back, and this is like basically the best of Vilnius, but it's not, because there's so many other things all the way throughout town that I can show you another day. Or maybe when I go back and stream from there, because now that I have a hotspot, I can do that in 1080p, and I wish it would be 4K. How many people have fallen down doing that? How many people have fallen down doing that and have been caught on camera is a better question. Sadly, I don't have that footage. One of the people that I did film doing that made it. And I think she did it in heels, which is chapeau, a tip of my hat to that lady. Okay, this goes 24 seconds, and then perfectly balanced entity gets 16K content. I want to have 4-dimensional Dolby Surround Quadro Vision vibrancy 3000 footage, please. Can I do that? Can I just like be covered in a, like, just have a 360 camera and that would stream? Which I managed to do. Like, I could imagine how to do this, but currently I'm also looking up ways to do better footage, by the way. So, and it's like today, it's 360 had an announcement for the new camera, and I was like, ooh, well, you know, it's the birthday is coming up and stuff like that, and I wanted to ride my motorcycle and film. And I was like, if it's a new 360 camera and it's cheaper than the one that is currently out, I'm game, because I don't have $600 just lying around for a camera. You just teleport it, just like, you know, but this is like what I mean, right? This is like what I intend doing these videos for people that don't, you know, just like have 16 hours on a plane to get somewhere, you know, like just like be like that here. It's like an enhanced Google Street View with somebody telling you sweet things into your ear while you're watching. And sadly, it was not. It was the Insta360 Go 3, which does like a whole like GoPro thing now, and it's very like tiny and inconspicuous, and I love it in a way. If it would come in black, you know, it would be better in my opinion. But it is not what I wanted, so it is not interesting to me. It is a very interesting camera. It is not interesting to what I want to do. So I'm still looking into like how to enhance all of this, because I also wanted to get a drone back, and I want a drone again rather, because I had to sell my drones during the pandemic. But yeah, which happens when you're a professionally trained drone pilot, and then the pandemic hits and you can't go out. You have to pay the bills still. So yeah. So I was thinking, oh, do you get this? Do you get that? Do you get other GoPro for another like angle on things, or do you just like use your phone or whatever? So I'm just waiting, and we see. So, but now we are not at the end, even though I really only wanted to stream like maybe an hour, and we're at 2 hours, which I find amazing. Everybody who's in the chat, amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks to everybody who lurks. Thank you to everybody who is just in it, you know, not doing anything in chat. You're welcome here, and thank you very much. We're now going to Westminster Cathedral, in a series of videos that I didn't prepare in any way, shape, or form. I think they're pretty much straight from my phone back in the day, and I didn't make a video with them because they were for a friend who was at the moment that I filmed it was actually in the Vatican. So I was like, hey, I have this cool thing. I have Westminster Cathedral. and then he's like, well, that's nice. I have the Vatican. I was like, fuck you. I mean, Gigi, you're most welcome. I mean, again, I didn't think these would be fun to make at all, but like these commentaries, these streams. But I'm having a blast. I love it. I just need to figure out how to do better sound. I need to figure out like how to make this better. And this is amazing. This is amazing because I was also like looking for things to do. Like, what do I do when I can't ride? Because I haven't been able to ride my motorcycle in like weeks, and I really want to stream because it makes me happy. And also because sadly, I mean, I shouldn't say it because it's like just the end of June. Also, can you believe it's the end of June? But like it's the end of June. Winter is coming. At some point, I can ride because it's going to be ice and snow outside, unless I somehow just escape to the Mediterranean. I mean, I could. Anyway, so and I was like, oh, how do you do this? And I was like, oh, this is kind of a deal. There's almost 100 videos that I can go back on of like different spots, different spaces, different places, different countries, and more are coming. So you know, whatever. So now we're going to Westminster Cathedral. I don't know what I'm going to show. I don't know. When it's going to be. I'm just going to live through this. This is the Patreon. Never mind. This is the Patreon. This is the people that make it possible to get equipment, get tickets to places, get things. And now we're moving on to Westminster Cathedral. And this is Westminster Cathedral. So wait a second. Can I please fade into this? Fade in. Transition. Oh my God, please. Let's do the thing. Why don't you change the frame? Fade. Okay. Okay. Why don't you do the thing? I asked you to do one thing. Okay, wait a second. Okay. It doesn't change a thing again. But yeah, so this is Westminster Cathedral from the inside. What a cool space, huh? This is so, I mean, again, from the outside, this like red and white, also very beautiful. But like the inside, oh boy. Oh boy. And I'm like, in every single one of these alcoves, right, you see on the left, you see those arches, and then there's a column, and then there's like two arches on the bottom. Every single one of them, computer says no. Computer does say no. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like, again, I don't know if it's again an issue with the stream, or oh man, this is did I do it? Oh my God, please tell me that this also looks the same on your screen as on mine, which is like fully filled out. So I can't see that right now. So this is what this looks like. And then every single one of those alcoves with the two columns, sorry, with the two arches in between the columns is like a different room. Ding, 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 I win. And so do you. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so what is this? I always want to visit and go to mass. I think it would be a nice experience. I mean, the thing that people are like actively praying right now, as I'm in there, and you just need to be quiet, it's I mean, thank you for allowing me to be in there. It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool, pretty amazing. I need to fix this because this will drive me nuts. This will drive me nuts. Transform. Dun, 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 dun. I need to be wider. Finally, it's this little corner that I fixed. Doesn't mean anything, but to me it does. Okay, so every single one of, I'm gonna sound like a broken record here. So every single one of these alcoves with the 2 arches underneath is like a separate room for, I think, a separate saint or somebody that is buried there, either or. I don't know the names, I'm sorry. I just walked through there and didn't want to make a fuss because there was, like, you know, religious stuff going on. There's actually another church here in Germany, a cathedral, that I want to show you badly, but they kind of frown upon you filming there. I mean, with smaller cameras, it might be easier, but it's also like, I don't want to, like, piss people off. So, but it's the dome in Cologne, which is also absolutely stunning from inside. I think I have a video of that somewhere. It is a sacred space, yeah. I mean, yeah, it is. But I'm also trying to, like, bring it to people that can see this sacred space that also has, like, meaning to them, you know, like it's. But I see the reasons, you know. Okay, let's move on with this. So we're moving through here. And it's like this whole. It just doesn't look like a Western, or more like a traditional, like, Catholic church in a way. It's very, I don't know, like, in a way, like, this whole design is more like, if I would find this in, like, Istanbul or like Greece or, you know, something like that. So yeah, and then every single room is differently decorated. So, but also differently decadently decorated. I mean, look at this. There's so much gold leaf, so much. Like, it's just shiny, and it's just like the splendor of this. And this juxtaposed, right? Like, if you, I don't know if I turn, like, left in a second, or if I probably, yeah. If you juxtapose that with, like, the ceiling, which is just like this ashen gray black, you know, like, it's just like, it's a feast for the eyes. I mean, look at this. Isn't this like, it's so pretty. It is so, so pretty. Unbelievable. So yeah, this is, I think, on the way back, and this, I think, is the last video from inside the cathedral. Yeah, and then here you have the outside. And this is, like, next, I mean, close by to, like, a train station. The space in front is not terribly huge, and it's just like this shining spire that you see basically almost all the way from Buckingham Palace. Like, it's, you see it away away. And now we're back at the beginning. Why is this video? No, don't do it. Okay, there you go. Hi, I'm back here, and so is that corner there. I get you, Pixel. I will one day get rid of you. I wonder if the black is intentional or hundreds of years of burning incense. Could be. Could be. I mean, yeah. It's an explanation. So, so this was a wonderful 2 hours and 5 minutes. Jesus. A wonderful 2 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. Seeing that I'm technically on vacation, I don't have anything else to do, so maybe I just do another one tomorrow. Maybe it's from the motorcycle, maybe it's not. If you already follow me, you will get a notification when I'm online. Win, 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 win. And then we see what happens. Maybe this is a streamathon. I don't know, like I just keep it going through my birthday and what happens beyond. Which I will be at a mystery location. So maybe I'll just take you with me on vacation. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you have a great day. If you want, there is a, actually, you know, I'm going to stay around a little bit long. If you have something to you want to put in the chat to ask me, please do so. I will just hang around here asking my dear friend if there is a stream. And she doesn't stream today, so I can't raid. I would love to raid somebody. I don't know who. Let's see if this works from Twitch. Mystery location, yes. Maybe more than one mystery location. But we need to see because it's all part of budget, really. Which I need to figure out post haste. Post haste, really. Okay, so I need to go into the video producer. Is it video producer? I hope it is. It is not. It is stream manager. How do I always do this? Okay, cool. So, and I'm almost at my goal, well, at the current goal of 70 followers, being at 63 now. This is fantastic. I love it. Okay. So let's see who we're gonna raid. Can I raid somebody? I can raid the Jana. That's good. She's fun. She does indie games and horror games and cool things. Other than that, of course, there's the usual suspects of Premier 2 and Iron Mouse, which are currently streaming on streamathons, and I think Pete is doing a Tokyo walk, but it's at night, so he's probably right now in an izakaya, if that is interesting to you. I'm gonna raid the Jana, which apparently is starting soon, and I wish you a good day. Thank you so much. I love you lots, and I see you all the next time I'm streaming. All right, thank you, bye-bye.